Good morning, everybody. Yes, it is about 6:41 a.m. on this second Wednesday, believe it or not, of 2020. It is 41 a.m. and that's my call. I'm on there. It is January 8th, 2020, and I do not have to work today. So, of course, I get up early because my mom, she went to work early today. She has to be there at her job in the span of, let's say, 34 minutes. She has to clock in. So by now, she's probably there. But I wanted to come on here to, of course, do my first package opening of the new year. Yes, the new package opening of the new year. And also from, if you want to know how cold it is right now, it is about, hold on for a sec, I will check. It is, it is about 41 degrees, which is, you know, cold, but not too cold. But again, as you can tell, this is the first package opening of the new year. Now, I'm going to say this. Last year, I do appreciate the packages that Frank Hill and others have sent me, and I appreciate you guys also tuning in to some of those package openings that I did throughout the year that either were from Frank Hill or I got through ordering through places like Amazon or even my own job. So I really thank you guys for that support. And the reason I wanted to do this live as well, and I think I mentioned this in a video I did doing, I think what was it, Friday or no, was it Friday or Thursday or something like that? It was one of those days. Basically, it's a video where I basically entitled it that January 2020 is going to be package opening month, especially from China, and that's exactly where this package is from because I had to go on eBay to purchase this item because it's the only place that I know of or anybody knows of that you can purchase the this item. So, but one thing I'm pretty sure a lot of you are like wondering is, okay, what did I have to get from China? What did I have to get off from China that I could only get through eBay? Well, sometimes. Well, I'll put it this way. I'll put it this way. There's an item that gets sold at several conventions. No, don't matter if it's um, San Diego, whether it's New York, or whether or not it's anime cons or what was it called? Anime Sac Con or something like that. Andre Meadows of Black Nerd Comedy, who just recently was at that one. You can check out his videos. He'll tell you exactly which one it was. Or any other conventions, comic books, you name it, or shows that people really get behind. There's one item that you can only find at conventions. As a matter of fact, the show that this item is related to basically kind of played a joke on that. I think it was what was the episode? Strangers in Fan Fiction, I think. I'm not really sure. So yeah, it's one of those it's one of those kind of items that, like I said, you can only find at conventions. And we all know that when it comes to conventions, things are very exclusive. Some items are exclusive to conventions, and you can only get them at conventions. So anyway, though, I'm sure you guys are wondering what it is. Well, like I said, it's an item that fans do buy, and then, like I said, one show that I'm a fan of, kind of poke fun at, did a parody of, with one of its characters in its episode "Strangers in Fan Fiction," I think. So, what is the item? Well, you're about to find out in just a little bit. First of all, let me go back and take care of something here. But yeah, I'm gonna tell you guys this too. It's not the first time I've gotten a package from out of country. As a matter of fact, I've gotten several packages from out of country throughout the past decade, and if not beyond that. As a matter of fact, just move them here for a second. This Sally Acorn plush, this Princess Sally Acorn plush, was originally sold as part of the Sydney lot. Excuse me, it's early. I do apologize. That's better. But like I said, this Sally Acorn plush, Princess Sally Acorn, was originally sold as part of the merchandise. It was originally sold as part of the Sonic Live in Sydney, Australia merchandise that you could only get when you went to the Sonic Live in Sydney stage show that was at the Sega World in Sydney, Australia. Well, these were selling on eBay. These were selling on eBay. I'm not sure if they're still selling now. But I actually had to spend about $250 something just for that. And I've talked about it before, and I'll run down it one more time. I had the money. I wanted to get it. I've been wanting to get it, actually, because people say these were rare items that you cannot get anywhere else. And I saw it, and I just kept deciding, and I decided, I have the money, I'm going to get it. And I kept an eye on the bid for I don't know how many hours until finally, and people kept going back and forth with me to the point that at the last second, the last moment, thank the Lord for this, I was able to put in the right bid just enough within like a few moments just to get the plush. So I was happy about that, and I thank God for that as well. And that plush came all the way from Sydney, Australia. Now, another item I think that came from around China or something like that was released in conjunction with Disney and Bandai. It is basically known as Robo Mickey, and it's kind of like a Sentai kind of characterization of the main, I guess you could say the core Disney group, the main Mickey, Minnie, the main five, the main five of the Disney group, that being Mickey, Minnie, Donald, Daisy, Goofy, and Pluto. And Robo Mickey basically could merge together. They were just like Zords. The characters were represented by Zords of themselves, characteristic Zords of themselves. And basically they can merge together into one big robot. So that was pretty cool. And I ended up getting that as well. As a matter of fact, if I have a link, I'll try to provide it later. Or you can search it and just put in like Robo Mickey or something down the line. So, anyway, getting back on track here. Again, you guys are probably wondering what the package is. For any of you that are up right now watching this, You're probably wondering what the package is that I got from China. Well, let me just do a few more things here. And again, I do apologize. I should say, if I sound a little out of it. Like I said, it's early. It is right now 6:51, 10 minutes after I started this. So I know you guys are wondering, okay, you're 10 minutes in, get going with it, right? So yeah, I'm going to get going with it. Don't worry, guys. I'm going to take care of that in just a moment. Just a moment. First of all, let me take care of a few things here on the FB, the Facebook, because I find it a little easier to do it in a certain way that's not been done before. Well, it's been done before, and I think people find it a lot easier to do. And that's basically going public with your videos, because if you go public with your videos instead of just putting it on your friends list and all that, well, it would just be to your friends on Facebook. It's a lot easier, and it makes it a little harder to find. But anyway, with that said, though, I should say. With that said, though, with that said, though, let's get into the package itself, shall we? Because I know, like I said, some of you are wondering, okay, what it is, what is it? Is it and everything that you got from China? Well, let me get a drink of coffee here. And we're about 13 minutes in, so here we go. So I do apologize. But right here is the package that I'm talking about. The package right here. As you can see, this is the package right here. And as you can see down there, I mean up there as well, that's who was responsible for sending it out from China, called Orange Connex. Orange Connex, for some who heard of them. And they were responsible, I should say, they were responsible for shipping it. As a matter of fact, I had to go to what was known as parcelapps.com, as well as download the I think what it was, this parcel apps tracker, an application, I'd say, a tracking app on my phone to allow me to know when this was coming. And it was, long story short, it was sent out on the 21st of December, and it got here yesterday, which was the 7th of January. And that's an estimation that if you exclude Sundays and even the Christmas holiday, it's about right. They said about 13 to 14 days, something like that. And between the 3rd and the 14th, well, the 13 to 14 days, they were about right with that, 2 weeks. And the delivery date between the 3rd and the 1st, or the 3rd and the 14th, was even right as well. Originally, they had originally they had stated when it was sent out that it could be between the 31st and the 3rd. That didn't happen. And even when I was ordering this and they gave me an idea when the shipping was going to be, they said it'd be between 13 to 14 days. They were right about that. And they said mainly the latest would be the 14th. Instead, it was the 7th. So yeah, this is the item. And And again, you could tell it's from China basically because of the fact that it's got a Chinese symbol right there. You know, it's got a, I'm sorry about that. It's got a Chinese symbol right there. You can see that. And then on the back here, it's got a bunch of stuff in Chinese as well. So, with that said, let's take a look at what this is, shall we? And I'm surprised that it got sent from China in this. So, I'm thinking it might have been more. There's probably additional packaging on the inside. So, without further ado, let's open this sucker up and see what it is I got from China. Okay, there it is. It's out. Pulling it. That's that. But what is it? What is it? Interesting. Let's see what it is, shall we? It is, very silky. I can feel that already. Pull that out. Maybe to put that back in if I can. It's got a little bit of backing to it. And it is a bit of cardboard backing to it, alright. It is, oh, this thing's huge. But for about, what was it, $16.99, you can't go wrong. It is, holy smokes, this thing's big. I don't know if you guys could see that, so I'm going to stand up here for a second. There it is. This, believe it or not, is a body pillowcase. Yeah, body pillowcase. Gonna definitely get a big body for this. But yeah, this is what I was talking about when it comes to some of the things sold at the anime conventions. Basically, these get sold at anime conventions due to the fact that, well, honestly, you can't get them anywhere else. Fold this baby back up. May have to put it. I'll put it back in the plastic. But yeah, that is a body pillow. Again, I'm going to try to put it back in the plastic here. Maybe not as neat as it was before, but, you know, it's good. I'm going to really have to get a big old pillow for that. But yeah, that's mainly what it was. It was a body pillow. And, you know, you're probably wondering, okay, how did you get that? Well, first of all, of course, like I said, I said, of course, it came from China. Like I said, of course, it came from China, and I'll look up here in a second just to show you what I mean. Let's see, go to Google here. Actually, so you go to Google here, and once it loads up here, okay. This was a Dakayuma, a Dakimakura, Dakayuma, Dakayuma, Dakimakura, something like that, hugging body pillowcase, ace cover at 150 centimeters, which means it's big. This was, believe it or not, ordered this was ordered, like I said, around, I believe, let me check in, hold on. This was ordered around basically, trying to find something easier to look at here. Here we go. But this was ordered basically like I said, around right before Christmas. I'll put it that way. It was right before Christmas, and I got some other ones coming as well, believe it or not. I do have other ones coming as well in the next few weeks. My estimation is by at least a week from this, what is it? I'd say at least a week from, okay, order was placed on the 12th. So it was placed on the 12th, almost a month since I ordered this. And it was delivered yesterday. So basically 5 days from a month. And they estimated originally a lot later than that. So, well, they estimated, I should say, at that time, between the ending of December and into the 14th of this month. Well, they were they had it on the ball a little bit when it came to delivery, but yeah, almost a month ago I sent for this. So I think if it wasn't for the holidays or anything, it would have been here a lot sooner. You know, so and I know some of you are thinking, well, why would you get something like that? Simple. Look in the back here. Why would I have a picture of Princess Mononoke? Just saying. And here's the thing. I understand what people are saying. I get that. I do. I really do get that. I understand what they're saying and everything. I get it. And here's the thing. It's all part of supporting the fan base. Because you see, I want you to look in the back of me. Sunset. And over here you have Cadence, Luna, and Celestia. Those are all made from China. In fact, that's where they came from too, I think. Well, not where they came from, but that's where they originated from China. Those 3, or those 4 items. And they're by Olay Factory, which is O-L-Y Factory. Yeah, a whole word, O-L-Y, and then you add the word factory. That's where they came from. So yeah, basically that's where, but basically that's where some of these items come from, and it shows you how big MLP is and the fan base is all around, because you have fans from different parts of the world wanting to use their own contribution. As a matter of fact, there's an online bookstore that I would like to contribute to that has, I think, what is it? It's called Ministry of something. I can't think of it, but it has Fallout Equestria. It has stories, fan-made stories, published, that is, if you will, on um, Starlight Glimmer, on Octavia Melody, on Sunset Shimmer, on the series itself, from a fan's perspective. And again, I get that some people don't like to hear that, or don't like to hear that, but are surprised to hear that, I should say. And yeah, it is a surprise. Don't get me wrong. It's definitely a surprise to a lot of people. Don't get me wrong about that. Don't get me wrong about that. I get it's a surprise to a lot of people. It's a surprise to me. But again, it shows your love for the fandom. It shows how you feel about the fandom and all that. I mean, think about it. You have people, and this is no lie. You have people that, here's the thing. You have people that dress up in OC fur costumes from head to toe that come on here on YouTube and show their love for the furry community. You have people doing that as well that dress up in Halo costumes to show their love for the fan base. So, you have those kind of fans, you have those kind of people out there that are not ashamed of having these kind of things, of doing this. They're not ashamed of it. They're not ashamed whatsoever of doing that. And you know why? Because it just shows that they love the fan base. It shows that they have a love and a passion for the fan base, no matter what part of the world they're in, and that they want to show the love for that fan base or that community by creating stuff like a body pillow, by dressing up as their favorite characters, cosplaying, if you will. They want to do that. And there's nothing against that. There's no shame in that. Heck, I went to San Francisco one time for, I think, my nephew's birthday, my third youngest nephew's birthday, San Francisco, Monterey, if you will. And there were people that were walking up the wharf dressed in furry costumes. So there's nothing to be ashamed of. And they weren't ashamed of that. They weren't trying to hide or anything. And I think that's why I'm cool with this. That's why people, when they go to these conventions, despite what others, and I say this with all due respect, like Lily Orchard or several others like her might think, or look at it, it's a way of expressing your love for the fandom, no matter how strange it might be. So, but honestly, though, I don't have a problem with it. And here's the thing: I've always found an interest in getting the most unusual of fan items. That's the thing. It's like you can only go to conventions or festivals or whatever to get these items. I mean, when I got this Princess Mononoke deal, I couldn't get it anywhere else but besides at the Apricot Fiesta, where it was the only one being sold, as far as I know. So, yeah, again, I get how people might feel about that, and I can understand and respect that. But what you have to understand and respect that there are those out there that have a passion and a love for the fan base. And that's about it. You know, my mom has a picture of Paul McCartney that somebody drew that my older sister bought for her. And if my family, my mom felt like it, and we had a bigger house, which, you know, God is putting us where we need to be right now, and that's good. But if we had a little bit more room, there's no doubt, even though, you know, maybe my mom would admit it or not, she would try to dedicate that extra room to what she loves, to the to the franchises and stuff, you know, she loves. Like, you know, music. She wants to turn it into a music room and put pictures of every musician she's been a fan of as a way to inspire her to keep, you know, go in there and just practice once in a while. She'd probably do it. I'm just saying. I'm just saying, folks. It's nothing really to be ashamed of, and I think that's what we have to look at. We shouldn't be ashamed of what we are fans of what we enjoy, what we want to show, you know, our support for. And even if it's as strange and crazy as that sounds to some, it's true. It is true. So anyway, though, I thought I'd just come on here and give you guys and give you guys the first package opening of the new year. Hope you guys all enjoyed it. Again, I know you might have some opinions on it, but that's cool. Go do, you know, if you have opinions on it, it's fine. But that's really about it, guys. So let me know what you all think down below. Comment if you like. And I will talk to you all later. God bless. Take care. And I am out. Have a good rest of the day. And I might be back with more videos, though, later.